let's do a 10-minute movement session and go through some of the different things. Now, what you're going to end up needing is your training knife. If you have a collie stick, that's cool too. And obviously some space. Okay, so let's get through some footwork today. Let's get through some basic motions. Let's just get a bit of light movement going on. And these are fundamental things that we want to do like almost every day, because you move this way with a weapon or with your feet every single day. Okay, so it's always going to be something that's important. Okay, so what we want to do is work that step slide. We're going to go for 1 minute on the right side and then 1 minute from the left lead, okay? Forward, back, right, left. So we're making a cross. That's a step slide cross. And you guys can watch me how I do it here. First exercise, first footwork, first movement is the step slide. We're going 1 minute. Forward, back, right, and left. Here we go. Forward, back, right, and left. 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 This is really important footwork, guys, because all of our combative footwork, whether you're with a knife or whether you're unarmed, is always going to use the step slide. Stick, knife, hand to hand. Really important to not get lazy about your footwork. Okay, here's your female triangle. This is next. This is really important because it takes you off angle. With weapons fighting, the female triangle is the mother of all footwork. Okay, so you have to learn how to get off the line, period. Okay, so the female triangle we use to be counter-offending. We move off to the side while we attack. I'll show you guys that in a different video. But what we want to do is make 1 minute of the V. You guys have 45 in front of me, 45 to the other side. Type in 45. Type in 45 for me, so that way I know that you guys have the female triangle. Okay, here we go. On the female triangle, again, hands up. We're going to start at the apex of this thing, down on the point, and we're going to move 45 left and back, 45 right and back. Okay? Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. What I want you guys to pay attention to, I'm going to drop my hands for a second. Look at the point of the V and look at where my head is going. I'm always off the line. What I don't do is this. This is a bad habit. No good. Here. Yeah. Now, we're going to go to the male triangle. Okay, 1 minute of the male triangles. I'm going to put my phone down. I can't see your comments. Deal with it. Let's go. You can see on the floor, I placed the 45 like an A. I'm going to start at the point of it, right? On the outside. All right, so start with the base. Give yourself enough space if you have something behind you like that. Out to a 45. Out to a 45. Out. Out. Guys, when I say fundamental, fundamental doesn't mean that it's easy or basic. Fundamental means it applies everywhere. It's straight across the board. Breathing is fundamental to living. Okay? All right, here we go. 6-way star. I'm going to walk this first. Female and female. Then lateral and lateral. Then male and male. Then they'll go right into the female, then male, then lateral and lateral, and then male, and then male. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Think about like an asterisk on the floor, okay? So we got 1 minute of that. Now keep in mind, 1 foot is always at the intersecting point, right in the middle, okay? Female, lateral, male. You guys ready? Let's go. 1 minute begins right now. Female, lateral, and male. Into your female, into your lateral, into your male. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, make 6-way start. We did 1 minute on the right lead step slide, cross. 1 minute on the left lead step slide, cross. 1 minute female triangle. 1 minute male triangle. 1 minute 6-way star. Nice, we got some 6s coming through. Okay, so 1 for the right lead step slide, 1 for the left lead step slide, 1 for the female, 1 for the male, or 1 for the 6-way star. That's 5 minutes done so far. Here's what we're going to start off. Last week, during the live session, I showed you guys what's called the metronome drill, meaning we're following one rhythm, one pace all the way through. Okay? We're going to go 1 minute. I don't care what angles you put in. If you don't remember all of them, 1 through 12, if you only remember 5, or if you want to put them randomly, like 1 and then 5 and then 2, I don't care. We're going to go through 1 minute, right-handed metronome drill. For those of you guys who weren't with us last week, like I know Cindy, you missed out because you were partying with Sid. The rest of us were here working. I'll show you guys the metronome drill. Real simple. Okay. The metronome drill starts from our standard base. I don't even need footwork right now. What I want you guys to do is really over-exaggerate every movement with the blade. Let's just forget about our feet for a minute. We're going to use the blade, okay? And what I want to do is give myself a thousands count. 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 5 1,000, 6 1,000, 7 1,000, 8 1,000, 9 1,000, 10 1,000, 11 1,000, and 12. So you see how we're following that same rhythm, that same beat all the time? You guys understand that? Give me a thumbs up real quick if you guys understand the metronome drill, and then we'll get right into our minute. Give me a quick thumbs up. Once again, all we're trying to do is develop smoothness, so we don't have the abrupt speed changes in the weapon unless we command it. We want to have control of the blade, every inch of it, all the way through the motion, all the way through, all the way through, all the way through. So we start doing that with the metronome drill. Okay, so we're going to count those thousands. Now I want you guys to count them out for yourselves. I'll count mine. Here we go. 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. You guys watching me? You can see how I'm moving my feet and just kind of aligning myself. You never know what angle and what footwork you're going to need. So I like to move my feet a little bit and drive the angle with my hips. Okay? 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 5. We're going to do some basic combinations here. Okay? First combination that I want you guys to do, we're going to go back to a little bit of footwork, but let's just start nice and easy with an Equis pattern. But what's different about the Equis pattern, meaning the X, I want you to return to a full guard as soon as we're done. So it'll go X and snap back to the middle, and then X, snap back to the middle. Let the angle 2 bring the knife right back in front of you, or let the angle 1 bring the knife right back in front of you. Everybody understand that? Type in X for me so that way I know you guys understand it. Just give me the letter X. We're going to go 1 minute with the right side and left side, okay? Then we're going to switch over to the collie stick, and I'm going to show you guys some fun stuff with the collie stick. If you don't have a collie stick, I'm going to show you how to do it with a knife, okay? Here we go. 1 minute of X returning back to guard. Starts now. 1, 2, guard. 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 You guys seeing how I'm doing that, right? Okay? Sometimes I start with the backhand, what we call serrata position. Okay? Meaning the closed position, secondary position. Sometimes they call segunda position. Left hand, right hand, back to guard. 1, 2, back to guard, or 2 and 1 back to guard. 1, 2, guard, 2 and 1 guard. And you see these small footworks that I'm making, right? Just to stay active and coordinate my feet to my blade. That's important. Your coordination's off, right, Brian? That's why you're doing it, brother. This is how you get better, by spending the mat time doing it. It's never going to come from watching a DVD or just reading a magazine, right? We have to get on the mats. We have to command our body. Look, bro, it's like trying to learn how to drive a car and only going to driver's ed, no behind the wheel time. You have to put in the work. But I'm proud of you, so you just keep going. Sumi, same thing. Why is it awkward? Because we don't spend time doing it, okay? We want our left side or our support side to get as good as our right side, but we don't put any time towards the left side. So suddenly it's going to magically get better? Not going to happen. Yeah, Barb, that's the point. It's supposed to be uncoordinated because your hand is doing one thing, your body's doing another, your feet are doing another. But when we fight, let me give you guys something, combatively speaking, it's not any technique that's going to do it. It's that agility, the coordination of the body. Okay, so everything has to fight with impunity, has to come forward and on command, period. We want our bodies on command. Talk to the people that are on the mats with me on a night-to-night basis. My footwork is spot on. My mechanic's spot on. I don't lose range and distance unless I want it. Okay, so everything's happening at the same time. That's the point of training. That's what I'm trying to bring to you guys with these live sessions, to give you guys some elements to help start working stuff at home. And I hope that that's being helpful for you. Line through the S2 strategic defense. And when I say my classes, I'm not talking about my martial arts classes. I'm talking about the more popular programs that I have outside of the martial arts community. So my concealed carry people, my tactical people, my law enforcement agencies, my military guys who not necessarily are martial artists, but they want to learn something instantly. And I wrote a curriculum a couple of years ago called FAST, which stands for Fast Acquisition Self-Defense Tactics, F-A-S-T, Fast Acquisition Self-Defense Tactics, where I kind of streamlined a bunch of martial arts and experience from me, streamlined my curriculum, took a bunch of my training drills, and put together packages and modules that is nothing but skill development. There's not a martial art to it. All of the classes that we have, all the courses that I'm putting online, you guys are enjoying one of the benefits right now, which is the live sessions, okay? So I wanted to get some conversation going and test some bunch of stuff, and that's why I invited you guys in. Ultimately, this is going to be the page for the newbies who purchase a course, want to train, and you guys are at ground level to help them, okay? And I really appreciate you guys being a part of that. So somebody might be like, hey, I took the women's self-defense seminar course, wasn't sure about this. And then Cindy and Sumi might be able to jump on in and answer some questions, okay? So that community feel is a big deal. I don't want a DVD kind of a course. I want an entire community. So this has a lot of information as far as what gets included, you know, the 24/7 access, the live sessions, the training manual, the meetups. I travel quite a bit, and it's about to get even worse, or even more, I should say. So anywhere that I go, I'm going to set up a meetup and say, hey guys, let's go out and grab a pizza, or let's go get some training in, and that's on the house. So anybody who's a part of this community, if I'm somewhere, you're training with me. Allowing people to do S2 affiliate groups, so that way if you guys are in an area and you want some attention, you put together a group, I'm happy to work with you. And then obviously we do a lot of events, retreats, and camps. Through the Martial Arts Academy last year or the year before, we did a cruise out to the Bahamas, trained 3 days on the cruise, enjoyed the day in the Bahamas on the islands, then got back on the boat, and it was just a great time, a lot of fun. Okay, so you have all this. Now here's the fun part. I'm going to take you guys on the inside. Ultimately what you would do, by the way, is if you click on all courses, it will take you to the course menu, and you could check out each particular course, okay? So if you're interested in the Fast Level 1, or the Defensive Edge Weapons, or the Fighting Chance, and that kind of thing, you know, those just went live. I'm adding 2 more courses in the next couple weeks, and then my plan is in the next 12 to 18 months to add about 15 or 20 more courses. So I want this to be a really full menu. This is the inside of a course, okay? This is what you'll see when you guys get into the, like if you guys purchased a course, that kind of stuff. And the first thing that I want to point out to you guys is the training manual. This is in the Fast Level 1 Self-Defense course. Just for a second, let me scroll through The training is listed in here. Every offense, every defense, a lot of details. The mindsets, how to drill. I mean, guys, there's a lot of information. These manuals have so much information in these things. I sent this out to a friend of mine, and he sent me an email back yesterday saying I should charge you fuckers for every chapter has a real quick video giving you an overview. Okay, giving you an overview of the what's inside that chapter. You can take a look. We got base and structure in here. A bunch of videos drop down. Go into footwork. Everything that you guys saw today is in here, by the way. Primary defenses. I'm going to show you guys how to not get hit. That's kind of important, right? Give you guys the primary offenses. Look at all these different offenses. Every single technique is broken down step by step by step. I'm going to introduce you guys to my FAST formula, okay, which is a really interesting way of fighting because it wants to get an advantage. We need to end the fight in 3 to 5 rounds, or 3 to 5 seconds, not 3 to 5 rounds, okay? So I'll give you guys the formula in there and how it works. The FAST matrix, which is how to train the FAST system for the rest of your life, how to make combinations and understand how the different ranges work and how the different elements of this thing work out, okay? I give you guys all the solo training. I show you how to spar. I show you how to do training with a partner, pad work, mitt work. In the conclusion side of things, this was kind of fun because I went through some grave detail on how to deal with mass attack, multiple attackers, and I'll give you guys the science on how to do that. That's the inside dashboard of an online course through me. So you get these sessions that we're doing right now, the live sessions, you get the manual, you get all the chapter by chapter, you get the meetups, you get the community back. And if you guys have been seeing this, this is pretty awesome how many people are always on, having a conversation about something, right? So there's just a lot to this. Obviously, when you pick up the course, the best part is you just keep going back over and over and over. It's yours, okay? So you can access that at any time, 24/7. Okay. Be safe, be well. I'll catch you guys again. Keep an eye open for the next 10-minute session and the next actual live session where I'm going to put the hurting on Brian McDougall or Owen, all right? So hopefully this was a lot of fun for me. Appreciate you guys being patient with me. Let me try out some technology. I think we finally have this thing down right. And in the meanwhile, just be safe, be well. Catch you guys in the next one.